After failing to make Worlds despite their stellar first half of the summer split, Cloud9 released their head league coach Reapered, who may be one of the best coaches in the entire world despite a disappointing end to their 2020 season. And Activision continue to go to war with cheat makers as they blow up yet another hacker website. Plus, Fall Guys invent an entire island to banish their cheaters off to. All that and more next on The Breakdown. Welcome back to another episode all about esports and video game headlines. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Remember, if you ever have a headline you want to hear covered on our channel, just shoot us a tweet at CheckpointXP. We're bringing you the latest in news you care about to your subscription inbox, and all you have to do is hit that subscribe button and ding the little notification bell. Now, without wasting any more time, let's jump into the news. Cloud9 released coach Reapered after disappointing season. Most coaches are let go because of what they didn't accomplish, but this time it seems like a coach was released for what most people thought they would accomplish. Cloud9 has parted ways with their League of Legends coach Reapered after failing to make Worlds for the first time in the org's history. This is wild, especially since Reapered is walking away with a veritable boatload of accolades to his name. After 4 years with the org, Reapered was named Coach of the Split in 2017, 2018, and 2020, plus brought the team to 4 consecutive Worlds appearances, which included an appearance in the semis in 2018. But the bigger story is for sure the collapse of what people thought was the untouchable team at one point earlier this year. With NA flaming out the group stages again this year, Cloud9 was supposed to be the saving grace of NA League after going 17-1 in the regular season and winning their first LCS title since 2014. They then continued the summer split, going 9-0, before everything just sort of fell apart. A loss to FlyQuest in the upper brackets of the summer split finals, and then getting knocked out by TSM spelled the end of their amazing run and crushed any hope they had of heading to Worlds. The writing has been on the wall for a while for Reapered, and it wasn't any more apparent than when Cloud9 owner Jack Etienne made an appearance on a Cloud9 podcast where he spoke, candidly about the failures of the team stemming from coaching.
Really what happened is going into summer that we felt we had the winning recipe to get through summer and go to Worlds. And when we started seeing the cracks, no one was really willing to stand up and say, hey, this is wrong. And it needs to come from the coaches, but the players also need to be challenged as well. And so it's, I don't have anything to present today because we're still trying to figure it out. But we are actively talking about it on a daily basis.
Even with all this smoke, when the firing came, it still came as a bit of a shock to the league. This is one of the most successful coaches of the current era, and while Cloud9 may have larger aspirations than what they experienced this year, it is still heads and shoulders above what many other NA teams are accomplishing. So this is for sure putting other coaches in the league on notice. As of right now, though, Reapered is a hot commodity on the free agent market, and there are plenty of LCS or LEC teams that would love to have him on staff. We're going to keep you updated and in the loop on where he eventually lands. Just keep checking in at our website at checkpointxp.com. Activision shuts down another Warzone cheat site, declare war on hackers. Nobody who plays Call of Duty Warzone would be surprised if a person said that the biggest problem right now with the Battle Royale game is cheaters. It's been the constant drumbeat the community has echoed for months on end, that the only thing pushing the game from becoming even bigger than it already is the overabundance of cheaters that seem to plague both big streamers and regular players alike. Last month, Activision filed a lawsuit against a website that sold Warzone cheats, and now it seems like they have filed against another website and scared the absolute ever-loving bejesus out of the owner. Just look at the owner of said website, whose name we won't be promoting here because nobody likes kicking a dead horse, posted in a Discord, and guess whether or not he's ever going to deal with Warzone cheats again. In September 2020, Activision Blizzard's attorneys had another cease and desist letter hand-delivered to me by who I assume was a personal investigator, considering he knew family members by name and made a point to showcase that he did. As much as I love my customers, I love my family more. I cannot afford to litigate with this company, and I have a responsibility to my family as the only individual with income to not dive into avoidable lawsuits that I cannot afford to participate in. Good. Cheaters are losers, period. And the people who sell cheats are the same as those who use them, and I feel no sympathy for them. I hope Activision continues down this path and gets rid of all the people making cheats like this because it literally ruins the entire experience for players across the board when you have anything like this in a game. This is probably going to stay on Activision's radar for the foreseeable future, especially since both the amateur and pro scene of COD will feature PCs for the first time next year in 2021. Not to mention, with the advent of crossplay coming in, the Amateur Challengers division of competition next year, it's going to be a bigger problem since adding hacks and cheats to a PC is much easier than it is to do with a console. Hopefully this shutdown of a hack distributor will be another step closer to finally eradicating those who break the rules. Fall Guys dev create Cheater Island for hackers. Fall Guys exploded onto the scene only a few weeks back, but just like Warzone, has been plagued by cheaters since it's really burst onto the main stage of Twitch. Even though it seems to be the easiest of the battle royales out there right now, no shade intended, there's still plenty of people looking for an edge by using speed hacks, enabling flight mode, and more. Fall Guys devs have attempted to solve this problem with multiple different answers, whether it's disabling sharing accounts to beefing up their detection system, but there just hasn't been a clear-cut answer on what exactly is working. However, the developers may have just revealed what could have been their most effective tactic yet. Instead of banning accounts, issuing suspensions, or taking away crowns, cheaters were going to be allowed to stay in Fall Guys. Sounds counterproductive, right? But instead of forcing them to bear the shame of a ban, instead they are now banished to an island of all cheaters so that they'll continue playing only against other cheaters and nobody knows that everybody else is a cheater on the island. It was a magical place where cheaters could happily compete against themselves for the cheater's crown, the devs explained. If you were flagged by the cheat detection system, the next time you tried to matchmake, you would only be able to matchmake with other cheaters. Essentially, all the cheaters were lumped into their own separate version of Fall Guys, where they could speed up as fast as they want or fly around the map and only go against one another. Here's what a game on Cheater Island happens to look like. Total chaos. Unfortunately, the devs did not expect as many cheaters as there just are in Fall Guys, so the Cheater Island was short-lived before it became too big of an island itself. Don't worry, cheaters. We will always have Cheater Island to remember each other. That's it for the news today. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We're always posting brand new content here on our YouTube channel. But did you know that Checkpoint XP is the only syndicated radio show in over 70 cities across the US and Canada that talks exclusively esports and video games? If you go to our website at checkpointxp.com, you can see where we're airing and if we're in a city near you. My name's Weirdbeard, and remember, I may be the only person not excited about this Prince of Persia remake.